My name is Igor Vidovic. My title here and my role is Support Staff Supervisor. Basically, I oversee the daily functions of the transition house. We have two. We have the RTC Residential Treatment Center, and then we have the second phase of our clients that they get into, which is the transition house, which is where, again, I supervise. I've been here for about 2.5 years now, just a little over 2.5 years. And what led me here is kind of two big factors. The first one is I was trying to find a work closer to home originally, and then when I stumbled on Warrior Spirit, it kind of ticked off a lot of boxes for me because my dad was battling addiction for over 25 years and died from it, and died in my arms. I was an EMT for 4 years, so there's a medical component there too. I felt like I wanted to. It was like a marriage of both to an extent. Plus, one of the driving factors for me as a person, what's really critical to me is to contribute beyond myself. And it was just a snowballing effect of a lot of different critical components that made me feel like this was the right place for me to be. Some people go out there and they're like, I want to go look for a job. The epiphany I had a while back was I want to go look for a career, and I started working here, and for me, this is neither one of those. It's a way of life, and it means a lot. To help people who haven't really ever known or understood what sincere, genuine, unbiased love looks like and means. I can show that to them in ways that most people don't initially understand. And like some of my colleagues say, time and consistency equals success. And a lot of things that people deserve to have, especially demographic that is so often overlooked and ignored by society, stigmatized in so many horrible ways. We're combating that here, one client at a time, one situation at a time, and hopefully producing our product hopefully is something that impacts our entire society. My belief, and as I say to the clients, our client success isn't just their success. Everybody shares their success, because when they succeed, their decisions, their path through life, their decision processes and how they conduct themselves and everything, that it impacts, first and foremost, most likely, most cases, their loved ones, family, friends, and then it reverberates throughout the rest of the society. And I'm a direct recipient of that too, and it matters. And to me, that's a profound reason to do what I do, and it makes a lot of sense. I'm proud to do this, and it's like that for most, if not everybody, that I work with. The biggest passion that I get, or the biggest reward that I feel like I get from working here, period, is when I have one-on-one conversations with clients. The whole body of work that I'm responsible for is rewarding to me, and it matters a lot, even in the most mundane tasks. The most rewarding for me, though, is one-on-one conversations with clients, because that's when I can actually convey that connection. What does sincere, honest, healthy connection look like? What does love actually look like? What does friendship actually look like? Because unfortunately, most, if not every single client we deal with, they come from a world where they've never had that. They've never experienced that. And they have, and it was just very contorted in so many vile ways. And it's not something that they've ever deserved. They've never deserved to experience what they've experienced throughout their entire life, but circumstances forced them to have to live through that. And in order to survive in that environment, they had to resort, unfortunately, to things that causes them shame and guilt. A lot of, again, stigma associated with that, not just from the society, but from themselves. And so when I have one-on-one conversations with clients, whatever they're dealing with, whatever they're processing, whatever kind of issues they may have and experience that day, that week, and they leave the office feeling energized, it feels like there's opportunities, like they're not stuck in one place. It's very, very rewarding to me. See, they come in here on one level of emotional state, mental state, perceptions of themselves, their current situation, what is possible for them. And then by the time we're done talking, they leave completely opposite of that. And then you see them thrive. And enough of those conversations, you see a person, like essentially we witness miracles. A person comes in here completely down in so many ways, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sometimes physically. And by the time they leave the program, you want this person in your life. Like, this person is an ideal model citizen, and so many other great things, in touch with their humanity, with their spirituality, especially here, for us dealing with, working with Native American clientele. It's a beautiful thing to see people get back in touch with their roots, back in touch with their spirituality. They get in touch again with their family. They get in touch with their tribes. That's a beautiful thing to me, to have that connection. It's like there's so much more meaning, and a lot more doors open up for them as a result. And it takes those kind of conversations one at a time, like I said, with me and with every other staff, to plant seeds, and over time they grow. They have significance. So even if we don't see results right away, even for clients that leave our program, actually, we are confident that we've planted enough seeds to where it'll benefit them later on down the road. Whether it's they come back to our program, to another program, or just continue to live their lives, we feel like that's going to stay with them. The work we do matters.